Okay, let's do it.
10-4, 20 William 12. We have you eastbound 14 freeway in pursuit of tanker truck. Backup is available. Air Unit 3 is in the area.
I see him, but I can handle this myself.
This is Air Unit 3. Forget it, Tango. We'll take it from here. Drop back.
Dropped it. I've been on this case for 3 months. All right, I'm going around.
Let's talk about Tango and Cash.
We'll talk about Robin's favorite movie
of all time.
1989's Tango and Cash. Which,
Tango. Cash.
Coincidentally, the day before I watched this movie, I had also watched Lethal Weapon.
Oh.
And it was a weird juxtaposition. Cause,
yeah, you rode the 80s Tilt-A-Whirl.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean that's my wheelhouse when it comes to movies. Like, I'm comfortable watching those kind of movies.
Yeah.
Modern movies, I can't do it. But Lethal Weapon doesn't really even hold up very well. You know?
No, it's starting to feel pretty dated.
Yeah, there's a line where Riggs calls Murtaugh a fag.
Yeah.
That's hard to listen to. Yeah,
that stuff. It times have changed so much, and whenever you run into that in a movie, you're just like, oh, God. You know, it's like, you know, like even when you're listening to an old Dead Kennedy song and you hear the N-word being dropped, and you're just like, oh God, no. Like,
right, yeah.
I can't handle that that's in there. Maybe it was not as bad then.
Well, there's a certain amount of, like, if it's used for, if language like that is used to make some type of point, I'm okay with it. But calling someone a fag in the 80s was just like, that was like that you just did that. That's just something that people did.
Yeah, it's like, and I can remember in 80s movies, you know, there'd always be like schmealy side characters who would say things like, get back in the kitchen, to like women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just a character trait. Whereas now, that character would be far more offensive and inciting than was inferred in the original, like, 80s movie.
Yeah, right.
The 80s movie, he was just supposed to be kind of a jerk. You know, but nowadays, if you did that, it'd be like, oh, he's a sinister bastard. Like, he needs to be killed before the credits roll.
So do you see yourself as a Tango or a Cash?
Oh, I'm a Cash.
I knew it.
I'm Gabriel Cash.
Yeah. I would like to say I'm a Cash, but I'm more of a Tango.
You're a Tango. You uptight prick.
Yeah.
You Stallone among men.
I couldn't figure out what they were trying to do with this Tango character. Like, he's like an investment banker who's also a cop just for fun.
Yeah, They tried to make him like the highfalutin, like, power CEO homicide detective, drugs detective. I don't even know if they ever say what kind of detective they are. Whereas, played by Sylvester Stallone, kind of against type too, because Stallone was usually the down and out lowly trucker guy or the Bronx, the Bronx cheer.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell was usually like kind of a wily, crazy, Big Trouble Little China sort of guy, where we get that.
He was the computer that wore tennis shoes.
Yeah. Or he could be a little somber, like in The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, they did that with Kurt Russell for sure. He's totally Jack What's-His-Name from Big Trouble in Little China in this movie. He's essentially the same character, I think. But Stallone plays Ray Tango, who's this uptight, anal retentive, like, I like jazz and opera and killing. What the fuck? He looks like the boss of Streets of Rage 2, a video game I used to play for my Genesis.
Right. Well, you brought up a good point that they never discuss what types of cops they are. I mean, they bust drug dealers in the beginning of the movie, and Jack Palance is a big drug guy, so you assume they're narcotics officers, but they're just generic detectives, I think.
Yeah. They're super cops.
Yeah,
they're just super cops.
Yeah.
They're in the paper. Super cops, do it again. Like,
the very, like, even in the very beginning, there's Sylvester Stallone is trying to pull over the tanker truck full of cocaine, and there's all this like, oh, they're leaving our jurisdiction, and he doesn't want to give up the collar and all of this type of stuff. And I don't really think law works that way.
no, it's usually not up to an officer to decide which direction the case will go next.
Right.
That's usually up to his uppers, the COs and things, and then they do the footwork at their level that they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing footwork of what comes down from above.
It's just
like a traffic cop can't just decide to go, to go bust a warehouse.
Yeah, right. And it just seems like the legality of everything that happens in this movie is based off of like the Hollywood Cliff Notes version of, okay, this is what cops can do.
Yeah, they're gonna disobey the law to get it done. They're all mavericks.
Right.
Lethal Weapon was like that. All those Die Hard, all the cop movies were like that back in the '80s. They were like these ragged cops that smoked a lot or drank a lot, and what are they gonna do? And then the law happens, and Dirty Harry style. I think he kind of pioneered it. Well, maybe Dolomite did, but what he's gonna go? I am the law, and he's gonna go out there and raise hell. And my favorite is, and it's a trope at this point. In the 80s it was, the trope of the police sergeant or whatever, or captain or lieutenant, whoever it's going to be, coming up and going, you destroyed 5 city blocks, and then the cop going, whatever,
Right.
You get that scene, and this movie almost opens with one, like immediately after the tanker. We'll get to it, but I started laughing because it's just so, they handle it so quickly and poorly too. It's like if Michael Bay did one of those scenes just for that part of this movie.
Right.
It's just like, you blew up a tanker. Yeah, I blew it up. Okay. And that's it. Like, they just wanted to get that scene over with.
Yeah, so the scene is basically Ray Tango, fucking badass Sylvester Stallone in glasses. He pulls over a tanker truck, drops his bullets out of his 6-shooter, and puts in super powerful loads in there and starts shooting at fucking Robert Zadar, man.
Yeah.
I guess I had never seen this movie before, and as soon as he showed up, I was, fucking Zadar's in this, no way. And
this movie is full of like those iconic 80s bad guys.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was gonna, the most of my notes are just, holy shit, he's in this, holy shit, he directed this movie.
Ron Howard's brother's in it.
Yeah. Oh, that
guy that plays Owen.
That's another thing. Is this movie is directed by? Oh, it's Russian, so I have to read it. It's Andrei Konchalovsky.
Right. He did the long segment of it, and then it was taken away from it.
Yeah, I mean this is obviously like a big Hollywood fuck up movie.
Yeah,
where the director was fired, editors were fired, new people were brought in. He directed the dope as shit Runaway Train.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen? Yeah, you've seen Runaway Train with John Voight and Julia Roberts' brother in it.
John Voight, the guy from Anaconda?
Yeah, yes. But anyway, this director also co-wrote Ivan's Childhood and Andrei Rublev, two Andrei Tarkovsky movies. Okay. And it's no surprise that he got fired from Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Tango shoots at Robert Zadar. They come to a screeching halt and go flying out the front windshields of this tanker truck, and bunch of cops show up, and
Stallone gives his witty one-liner. This movie's full of them.
Yeah.
But they hit the ground, and he's like, "Nice of you to drop in," and because they fall down in front of him.
Yeah. And Zadar says, "Fuck you," and he says, "I prefer blondes."
Yeah.
God. What the fuck? That's another thing. Is like the kind of like homophobic dude ribbing each other stuff.
There's a lot of gay jokes in this.
Yeah, it's like, you should get married. Is that an offer or something?
Yeah,
that
you're proposing. Don't flatter yourself.
Yeah, right. That a proposal joke shows up twice in this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like kind of homophobic jokes in here, and the guys ribbing each other. You know, Kurt Russell dressed in drag coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite scenes. I almost put that picture up as my profile for you, but I had to go with something a little more traditional.
But so Stallone shoots the side of the tanker truck, and sand pours out. It's obviously sand. I'm not a big cokehead or anything, but cocaine would not pour out of a tanker truck like that. He picks it up and like pours through his fingers, and he says, "Fucking cocaine, right?"
It's like the scene from The Road Warrior where the sand's pouring out of the tanker.
Yeah, right. And his CO is like, you know, "What do you think you're doing, fucker?" And he's like, "Yeah, fuck you. You don't know the shit."
Yeah.
I don't remember
what I want. I love job. I'm a rich guy.
Yeah, the banter in this movie is it's really hard to take. It seems like they're trying to do sort of a weird like 1930s-esque, like as soon as I stop talking, you start talking sort of thing. But it's just it is not. These actors cannot pull it off.
Yeah, it's really fast and it is witty, but it's not witty at the pace that it is given.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Like, you end up with this weird kind of, well, it's almost like Murtaugh and Riggs, like fucking with each other, except delivered in such an offhandish way that a lot of the times this banter that goes back and forth seems way above their pay grade.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like they'll make a weird reference and something, you know, I don't know, well, I eat salad, what do you know? You know, and you're just like, well, that doesn't make any. Wait a minute. And so you think about it for a second, and you're like, oh, that was another gay. He's calling this guy like a guy that eats salads, and to him that's like gay, I guess.
Yeah, he's
okay. So it's another gay. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, but it takes you a second because they're like, huh, these are weird, like ribbing jokes they give.
Mm-hmm. I made a note for later in the movie that the banter is so banal that you just stop listening to it.
Yeah, you kind of just stop noticing after a while. You start operating completely visually. Like this is the movie that Michael Bay should use to train his viewers.
Yeah, right.
Like, to just operate at a purely visual level. Like, because there comes a point where you're like, oh, they're in the super SUV thing. Cool. How did they get that? There was a guy. He had it. They got it. I don't. They must know him.
Not to be outdone by Tango's awesome introduction, we are introduced to Cash, who ends up having to fight a stuntman.
Yeah, stuntman to farty, gross music that was really bad. His theme is terrible.
I mean, it's like the music throughout this entire movie is pretty bad.
Well, like at least Tango has like that kind of '80s action intrigue movie steel drum, like energetic music, you know, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, Cash gets this. It's kind of like hokey farty music, and you're like, is this supposed to be the down and out music? Because it sounds like, I don't know, the music that we be playing when like Ren and Stimpy are chilling out doing nothing and being bored. Like it's just awful.
So Cash shows up and he goes to his apartment and he sees in the paper that Tango has done something, and then he sees in the paper that he is also that Cash has also done something, and says, we're neck and neck, and then starts admiring himself in the mirror, and then a fucking stuntman jumps out of the mirror. And starts. It sounds awfully surreal when I say it that way.
It sounds better than it is.
Yeah, there's gunplay, and you find Cash has a gun in his boot. He ends up at just the right angle to be able to fire his gun boot at the bad guy.
His gun boot.
Yeah, and there's a bad guy escapes, and there's a big chase scene. Cash ends up stealing some poor Russian guy's car and destroying it in order to catch the stuntman. Russian dude pulls his shirt off and it says Glasnost on it.
Yeah.
And Cash says something like, "Welcome to America," or something. You know, It's like, hey, Americans will steal your shit and blow it up and then not care.
Yeah, we don't care.
We feel no remorse.
Tango. He's done it to us again. If it isn't Tango, it's Cash. Tango and Cash, Cash and Tango. These two cops are driving me crazy. We have to do something about this.
I agree. I would like to handle this myself, Mr. Flint.
No, we will handle it.
Not that way. I have something else in mind.
Oh, we do get the introduction of all the bad guys.
Yeah.
Including Jack Palance, James Hong, and Gul Dukat from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. James Hong is amazing. He's always amazing. In this movie, he's just James Hong, I think.
Yeah.
I think if you were to go to his house circa, 1989, and be like, "Oh, Mr. Hong, I love your movies," he'd be like, "Please sit down."
Yeah, right.
You would sit down, and he would casually smoke and scare you a little, and then offer you, an apricot or something.
I would love it in the credits if they just said, "And James Hong as himself."
As himself. Yeah. Hong, what next?
Yeah. So he goes to the Cash has been shot several times, but he had a vest, and he says, "Oh, I got to get a new vest," and he steals someone's pizza.
Pizza! He just takes it,
and he reaches in. He gets another gun out of his desk. Did you notice his gun drawer?
Yeah,
in this desk.
He's got a gun drawer with a bunch of crap in it, and then he has his gun in it, and
it's not just crap; it's all candy.
Yeah.
It is piled to the top with candy, and there's a gun on top of it.
Yeah, Cash is essentially Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, including the pizza stealing. He's the wild and out brother,
right?
And Tango is more like Donatello, or Leonardo. He's all business. He wants to get things done,
right? Yeah.
But yeah, I think for sure Cash is just Michelangelo.
I forget the personality traits of all of the Ninja Turtles. I know Raphael's cool but rude. That's about it.
Oh yeah, Michelangelo's the guy who's constantly eating candy and stealing pizza and going, "What's up?" and being wild and having the dopey one-liners that everyone goes, "God damn it!" He's that guy.
So Cash ends up talking to the police chief, who is played by Eddie Bunker.
Yeah.
Fucking Eddie Bunker is in this movie.
Everyone's in this movie.
I know. It's like every scene, my jaw drops, and my God, this movie's full of dependables.
It's full of them.
This is like the proto Expendables.
Yeah, we should just say this is the movie, and then just advertise it as that.
Yeah, right. But
the movie's actually it's surprisingly well done when it comes to I was noticing when I watched this a few nights ago. The way the film looks when you watch it, it doesn't really look super 80s like the clothing does. The actors, of course, are very 80s. But the film they use, the angles they use, the lighting and everything, it actually, that part of it stands up pretty well. It looks like a modern movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't really seem dated in its appearance. Certain things definitely date it. But yeah, I was kind of impressed with how good it actually looks, though.
It's obvious that many different people replaced one another in this movie.
Yeah.
Because there are some scenes are fucking gorgeous. And some scenes are, sort of made for TV movie sort of thing.
Yeah, there are a few moments. Yeah,
I guess Barry Sonnenfeld worked on this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
According to old IMDb, Sylvester Stallone fired Barry Sonnenfeld because he wasn't being lit right.
I don't look very attractive.
Right, and Barry Sonnenfeld was one of the most talented directors of photography. Did most of the early Coen Brothers movies and all of that kind of stuff. And he just nope, get out of here.
God, get out of here! What a puss.
Yeah, right.
Not directing me. My face has lines. I need them lit the right way.
So we get the Jack Palance scene where he lays out his plan to entrap Tango and Cash, right?
Yeah.
The sound quality in this scene, I don't know if it was my copy of this movie, but or if they were just trying to like Jack Palance does nothing but whisper. We've got to crank this up or something. But that scene where he does the speech sounds like he is in a cave.
Yeah, it is in like this small room, and it does sound a little weird. Mm-hmm. I think this scene is pretty remarkable for me because the plan is extremely convoluted, and I think that the writer or director or actors or everyone possible involved knew that the audience was immediately going to go, "Why doesn't he just kill him?" Yeah. You know, like in movies like this, like in Virtuosity, for instance, there's always that, "Why don't you just kill him?" And so they have to have at some point a conversation where they explain why you can't just kill him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'd be no movies, you know. And so I love how Jack Palance basically just goes, "Well, you know, the public loves it." That's my Richard Nixon. Sorry. He's like, "The public loves them," and like, you know, he's talking about, you know, if we kill them, we'll make them martyrs, and so no, we're gonna do a different plan. And James Hong and the Russian guy with him basically are the voice of reason and go, "Just fucking kill him," you know. Right. James Hong politely agrees and goes, "Yes, do that." And he goes, "No, we're gonna do this thing. Hold on, let me succulently sniff this mouse." And then he enacts his terrible plan, which you can cover that if you want.
Well, no, I don't. It's just, you know, there's no plan. The
mouse sniffing throws me off in this scene so much.
He's a fucking rat huffer in this movie.
He's a rat huffer.
There are two scenes where he's huffing rats.
He picks them up, and it's like they're so dear to him that he puts them right by his nose and mouth, and he's like, "Oh, my precious rat," you know. But then you hear him breathing heavily, like, "Oh, I love this thing," and it just looks like he's lifting this rat up to his nose and going,
"Yeah,
oh fuck yeah."
It's in his defense, I've owned rats before, and that's what you do. Like like anytime I wanted to be affectionate with my rat, that's pretty much what I did.
"You smell like sawdust and pee."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the best. Yeah, so the next scene is Brian James. Brian James is in this movie.
Yep.
I forgot where I was. Oh, anyway, Brian James leads Tango into a warehouse. And Tango's like following him, ends up losing sight of Brian James. Ends up running into Cash, who, up until this point, I thought they were partners. I thought they just were not in the same scene together or something. I thought they were trying to introduce them separately, and they were going to be like, it was already buddy cop type thing. But no, they have to meet each other, and they're each one of them thinks that they're the best cop in town, and they're immediately busting each other's balls about one thing or another.
It's one big game of dick challenge for them.
Yeah, right. They find a dead body. It's wired for sound, and all the cops come in and say, "You're under arrest, fuckers! You're dirty cops! We got you!" And
the cops treat them like shit for being heroes.
Yeah, I know.
Like immediately they're like, "Well, you're at a crime scene. You motherfuckers, get down! I always hated you."
Yeah, right. You would think that they would at least like, you know, like, well, I guess we got to put the cuffs on you, and then actually investigate the scene or something.
Yeah.
But no, they are at the crime scene. A crime has happened, so therefore they are guilty.
Yeah. It's like the guy's just like, you know, "You're going to spend a long time in jail for this one." You know, it's like, Jesus, dude, you're not the jury. Now I am the law.
And then there's like the next like 15-20 minutes of this movie is just like court stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
and Kurt Russell has his silly blow up where you get to see their personalities in effect, where Ray Tango was like, "Well, you know, we're willing to do a plea bargain. It's the wisest business decision at this point." You know, he goes out and gets his eloquent little, you know, "I defer to my lawyer" kind of speech. And then the judge goes, and, you know, "Gabriel Cash, is there anything you'd like to add?"
Do you have anything to add, Mr. Cash?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Tango has spoken very eloquently, and I wish I could be as forgiving. But I can't, because this whole thing... Fuck fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit.
Order! Your Honor! Order! Your Honor! Order! Your Honor! Be seated, Mr. Cash.
Yeah.
And the way he does it is so childish to me. It's like a child holding in his tantrum, you know.
And everyone applauds.
Yeah, all the cops are like, yeah, it is bullshit. And it's like, wait,
Yeah.
aren't you guys against them now? Or-
Wait, why? If you're on their side, why did you arrest them?
yeah, it seems like the jury is like, I don't think they did it. And the judge is just like, they did.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck them.
And on the witness stand is Michael Jeter.
Yeah.
There's the squirrely weirdo from Total Recall, the guy who gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
And the stuntman from earlier. They all are experts in whatever field and say, according to my research, they're guilty.
Has the guy from Total Recall ever played something other than an expert in a field sent in to, like, ham-fistedly fuck over the protagonist?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, ever? Because, I mean, God, his lines would almost work perfectly in this movie, where he's like, you may think that you're not criminals, but all along you are in a deep psychosis, and in the end you will be imprisoned.
Right.
Like, I could just picture that.
The entire time that these people are on the stand, Tango and Cash are bantering back and forth about how they are going to torture and murder the people that are testifying against them.
Yeah, which doesn't make them look innocent. I could picture a bailiff kind of going, excuse me, what did you just say? Mm-hmm. Your Honor, he is threatening their life right here in court.
He just said he was going to take a chainsaw to Jabba the Hutt. And then, then they end up in prison. They go to prison. Tango and Cash go to prison. That's what the full title of this movie is.
Tango and Cash go to prison. There could be a whole series of movies, kind of like Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
Right.
But it's just Tango and Cash go to the moon, Tango and Cash go to Women's Lib.
Yep.
Like, Tango and Cash go to, like, the Rainbow Family Gathering.
Tango and Cash go to Women's Lib.
They just go to a place called Women's Lib and deal with Women's Lib.
I love it. So this prison is it's like the predecessor to the prison in Virtuosity, as you pointed out, I think. And there are raging fires in the hallway, and no one's even paying attention to them.
Like, what kind of prison is this?
I know. People are just throwing notebook paper, like, just reams and reams of paper is streaming down from all of the cells above. There's toilet paper streaming to and fro, fires, people getting murdered.
It's like all of a sudden we're in the Warriors.
Right. And they pass by fucking Zadar again. Zadar's back. I was excited to see that. And then, they meet their cellmates, and that's kind of, it's funny, and Clint Howard's in it. Playing a dude with a slinky or something.
I'm a crazy fucker. That's him. I just 1 second, briefly, I gotta ask, is it raining like a motherfucker where you're at?
It is, yeah.
Wow, I can hear it really clearly, and that cop siren.
Yeah, that's how good this microphone is, man.
Yeah, you have a good mic. Oh, that's really loud, yeah.
There's my ride. Well, I hope it doesn't distort the commentary too much.
Nah, it's festive.
Yeah, it's festive.
It's earthy. We have an earthy podcast.
Right. Oh man, that's gonna fuck up my editing, probably.
Oh, you think?
Maybe.
Maybe you can normalize it out, or
I'll
do like a noise prompt or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Ask anyone, man. Normalizing isn't my strong suit. That's part of my stand-up act that I'm working on.
Zing! Good one, Tango.
And then they're pulled out of their cells and taken to the center of the prison or something. And Jack Palance is in prison there in the shadows. Brian James, who is not in prison, is there also Fucking
Worst
Robert.
English accent award in history.
I love it. I think it's great. As soon as he opened his mouth, I thought, "Oh, that's so good."
It's one of the things I love about the movie. Like I said, this is a guilty pleasure. It's like eating mouthfuls of candy. Watching this movie.
Yeah, it is. It's not accurate at all, but you know.
But it is certainly not good for you.
Yeah, right.
No, I just love it where he's like, "Blimey, I'm from England now." Like, it's so bad.
So fucking Brian James is there. Zadar has been freed, and there's a big fight. Billy Blanks is in the background, Tyboing it up. I freeze framed it. I think it's just something weird with the eye line or something. But Billy Blanks is staring right at the camera.
He's just like, "What are we doing in this scene?
Right. Why am I in this movie?" And then there's a big fight and everything. Then they get subdued and dipped in electricity.
My favorite part about them being dipped in the electricity, they get strung up in chains, so they're like basically like wrapped up like corpses, hanging from the ceiling on hooks, in chains. They can't move, and they get lowered into a vat of water that these people are sticking a huge power cable into.
Yeah.
And my favorite is like you get these close-ups of their feet in the water as the cable gets closer. And both of them, both times, start kicking and convulsing about 3 seconds before the power actually goes into the water. Like,
yeah.
It's really strange. Like, it's getting closer, and then you see, like, Tango going, like that, and then the thing plunges into the water. And it's like, he did it too soon. They needed to fix that in editing. Like what do you do there? But
I like that they're not killed because they're only their feet is dipped into the electricity.
Yeah,
it's just a little bit of electricity.
it's only like 1/8 of their body gets dipped into the water, so they only got 1/8 of the electricity that was coming in.
Yeah, right. They're recovering, and Cash's old boss comes in. The old police chief or something. Yeah. I don't know who this guy is supposed to be. Cash knows him. And he says, "Well, you guys are fucked. You should probably try to escape."
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, good idea.
That's the police idea. The official stance is, well, you guys should just try to escape. That's coming from the police department.
Right.
Like,
so they formulate a plan to escape. They get ready to escape. Cash goes and visits Tango in his cell and says, "Okay, it's time to escape." And Tango says, "Nah, no, I'm not going to do it.
I got a pretty good thing going here."
Yeah. I got a cell with fucking Ron Howard's little brother in it.
He's my wife.
Man, recapping this movie is fucking torture.
It's bad.
So Cash tries to escape. There's big fan action going. He sneaks down into the gutter, into the fucking sewer system or whatever, and there are these big human-sized fans, and one has been deactivated, so he sneaks through it, and then double cross. The guy who told them to escape has been killed. Slit from ear to ear, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's actually a line later. So
yeah.
I'm not sure what, no, what do you mean other than what you just said?
Yeah, do you mean exactly what you said?
So, and then fucking Zadar, who apparently just runs this prison. He can do anything he wants, even though he's a prisoner. Is like, he's at the forefront of like, I'm going to chase Cash down and fuck him up.
It's like the guards are running around with an attack dog, but it's him. He's like their attack prisoner, and he leads them like, "Come with me now," and he's ordering the guards around. And
right. I can't believe I'm talking about this movie in any type of serious way.
Yeah.
So Cash escapes Zadar. He closes the door behind him, and he has a crowbar, and he pries the door, or he blocks the door, and narrowly escapes being chopped up by the fans, and which are both going by this time. But Tango shows up and saves the day.
Yeah.
Bam.
He makes a Tango grunt and jams a pipe into something.
Yeah, right. Which is exactly how that porno that Sylvester Stallone was in went. Also.
and he jams a pipe into a machine and sparks fly. I can't hold it forever.
and then there's a lot of sneaking. They sneak around the prison to try to find some other way to escape. They jump from roof to roof. It's raining heavily, and then they do like some zip line action.
Yeah.
Cash dives for a power line. There's a discussion about how electricity works, which I actually thought was kind of funny.
Yeah, it wasn't bad because neither of them know at all
Yeah.
how it works.
And so he jumps over to a power line and zip lines down, but Tango has to have one last battle with Zadar first.
Right.
There's a Zadar battle, and he gets electrocuted.
It's really kind of anticlimactic how it goes. Like, well, it's climactic, but there's really not much of a fight. Like, they exchange a couple of blows. Zadar gets a grappling hook around Tango's ankle, which is weird, and is pulling him, going, "Come on, doggy, come on!"
Yeah,
he's like
right.
pulling him, and Tango's going, "Ah, my ankle!" And he's like, just holding onto his ankle while this guy jerks him around on the floor. And then finally, like, Tango grabs a hold of the chain and the grappling hook and starts slowly pulling it off of his ankle, and Zadar is sitting there going, "Yeah!" Like just being a bad guy, I guess. And then Tango finally removes the chain from his ankle and then lets go of it, and Zadar goes flying back into electricity. And so it's like, there's a part of me that goes, well, he saw what was going on. That was the only thing going on, was Tango's removing the cable. You'd think the minute he got the cable off, Zadar would have run up and belted him in the face or something,
Yeah, right.
But instead he's just like, I'm going to keep pulling,
I was sad to see him go.
Yeah, he went out in a blaze of glory,
Maniac cop no more.
There's that scene in The Lost Boys where the guy gets the arrow through the heart and he goes flying into a stereo, and that weird rock song comes on as sparks fly everywhere.
Right, yeah.
I really wanted that to happen this time. Where like this guy flies into the spikes and he's holding him and he's jerking. And I thought, oh, it's got to be slow motion with that Sammy Hagar song.
Yeah, right. So then Tango escapes in the exact same manner with the zipline type thing, and he lands in the muck, and there's some banter.
That was fun.
Jesus Christ! What'd you do, stop for coffee and a Danish?
I hate Danish. Come on. We gotta get out of here.
All right.
Nice doing time with you.
Yeah, I'll never forget that time in the shower.
Cash, listen. If it gets too hot for you in the street, go to a club called Cleopatra's. That's for a girl named Catherine. She'll know where to find me, okay?
Got it. Hey, Ray. I really do owe you one.
Yeah.
I was confused. I thought this was going to be a buddy cop movie and not just like two dudes doing whatever.
Yeah. Two lone gun mavericks working together as lone gun mavericks that aren't in a team and a team.
Right. So I guess the way they investigate their frame up job is so Tango goes to the house of some dude. Who is that dude? The dude who drops the spaghetti? Was he one of the jurors?
He's one of the cops. He's the cop that investigated the scene that caught him.
Okay.
The guy who's like, you're going down for a long time for this, you guys. Like the cop that runs in with the team when they get busted at the crime scene. Mm-hmm. He's the cop. So, like a dirty cop, obviously.
Right. Well, this whole scene is some of the weirdest fucking acting I've ever seen from Sylvester Stallone.
It's really strange.
And that's saying something.
Knock, knock. Yuck. From the look of your diet, it's obvious you're not too interested in counting calories. Could it be that you're just too busy counting the money they paid you to set us up?
I didn't set you up. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh, you think I'm judging you unfairly?
Hell yes. I had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Wyler, can we be frank? You're looking terribly anemic. I think what you need is a little iron in your diet. Now, I know you switched those weapons, and I know you planted the murder weapon at the scene, didn't you?
They paid me.
Who paid you?
I don't know.
Come on, you FBI guys are real brainy. Think.
He was an Englishman with red hair.
Yeah, in a ponytail. You're going down for this. Remember those lyrics? You sang it to me loud and clear. But you're going down.
It doesn't matter. They want me dead. My life isn't worth shit.
That's true. But I need you anyway.
Just take me in. I'll tell them what I know. We can help each other.
I hope you get paid real well for this, Wilder.
You want to split it?
It almost seems like something that would be in like an Adam Sandler comedy, where he's like, "Oh, you didn't mean to set us up. Oh, no. I'll fucking kill you."
Yeah, right.
It's that kind of a thing.
So the guy explodes. The guy literally explodes. He escapes from Tango, runs into the garage, goes to get into a car, and the car has been wired with explosives and blows up.
Yeah.
Even though you just explained to me who this character is, I still don't know what is going on.
He's some sort of dirty cop that Jack Palance and the other guys somehow used to bust Tango and Cash. He's dirty. And then they killed him to shut him up, and we got privy to that, I guess. Right. But most of that happens out of frame, out of story. You just kind of, I don't know. It doesn't really happen in the movie. You just kind of have to make up your own story for him.
Yeah.
He's a jilted lover of Tango, who long ago left for a prettier man that was much like Cash. Ooh,
man. So then Cash goes and talks to Jeter. Jeter, if you don't know, listeners, is the little mousy dude from the Fisher King. And Cash is threatening him with a shotgun. The scene seems a little one-sided.
Yeah, you kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm really sorry. I don't,
Right. And apparently, Jeter is like some audio whiz who has fabricated some shit, and Cash finds the real tape and says, "Well, I'll just hold on to this," and then shoots the electronic equipment with the shotgun and leaves.
Yeah.
I almost wasn't going to mention it, but I like the way he shoots that shit.
He does it. It's very like Escape from New York, or like Big Trouble in Little China. My favorite thing about this movie is Kurt Russell being Kurt Russell. Mm-hmm. Like, he's pretty much just perfectly what he is. He's perfect in this role. And so, like, when he handles a shotgun, he does it like in all of his other movies, his badass movies, where he just kind of like wings it out and goes, "There's a computer, that's gone. Let's do it again. There's a computer," and he shoots it, and it's just kind of playful. It's playfully destructive.
Right. Oh, so we went over a couple of scenes that might be important to the rest of the movie, where fucking Terry Hatcher's in this movie.
Yeah.
And and she's one fly bitch.
Apparently.
She's 80'd out. She's super 80'd out.
Huge teased hair.
Yeah. For being a person that has just 80s just bukkakied on top of them, she still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's an earlier scene where she's talking with Tango, and Tango is talking about fucking stock exchange and investment opportunities or whatever, and she's going on a trip, and he's overprotective, and I guess they're trying to set up that there's like the audience is supposed to assume that she's his girlfriend or something. But all I could think
I thought the first time I saw it. Yeah.
All I could think was, is she his daughter?
Oh, okay. See, I thought the movie was definitely trying to push this whole "I'm supposed to think this is his ex" or something.
Yeah.
Or someone he really liked, or like an old friend. And we eventually find out, no, she's something else. But yeah, it is a little confusing. They don't say what their relationship is at first. He's just protective and somehow supports her.
Yeah, and it also points to the fact that I had to look it up. Sylvester Stallone was 43 years old when this movie came out, and I just assumed he was much older. He seems like the oldest person in this movie.
He does. He's the senior on set.
Yeah, he seems
well. Besides Jack Palance,
he seems a good 25 years older than Kurt Russell.
which is weird because Kurt Russell's got to be about the same age, right?
He's pretty close. He was 38.
So he's pretty much my age now. He looks like he could pass for 29, easily or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it's that
for a while there.
It's that hair. It's that
I
awesome.
miss Kurt Russell. When's Kurt Russell coming back? I don't think I've ever seen something with Kurt Russell that I didn't like.
Yeah. I think the last thing that was kind of a big deal that he was in was that Death Proof when that came out.
Oh, that's right. He was on Death Proof. Okay.
Yeah,
I remember he was in Vanilla Sky.
Man, you keep bringing up Vanilla Sky.
It's because I watched it like 3 weeks ago, and I saw Kurt Russell in it.
Throughout the history of this show, you have brought up Vanilla Sky a good 10 times.
I watched it 3 weeks ago, and because we're talking about movies, and there was a weird story, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It won't come up again.
No, it's fine. I mean, we might have to watch Vanilla Sky.
Did you know Denzel Washington has a scene in Vanilla Sky?
And I think Kurt Russell is supposed to be in the next Expendables movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Then maybe I'm gonna watch that then.
Yeah, I've watched the other two.
I saw the first one and part of the second one. I actually fell asleep during the second one, which is unlike me. And then never put it on. I just kind of went, all right,
Yeah, they're not good movies. I mean, they're gimmick movies, and once you get past the gimmick, you say, well, why am I still watching this?
Well, I think part of the problem is, it's like all these 80s action stars basically is the main premise. I don't know why Terry Crews is in there. He's my favorite character in there is why he's in there. But he's not really an 80s action star. He was more of a 90s guy.
Well, there are other, like there's that UFC guy that's in it. And,
yeah, so it's like just a bunch of big tough badasses. The thing is, the entire movie's pretty much just them playing Rambo gunplay. And it's kind of like, well, when I see a bunch of big tough badasses, I want to see some like melee. I want to see some fighting and kicking and jumping off of buildings and shit. I want to see action, not gunplay. Like gunplay is my least favorite part of any action movie. I could give a fuck about the gunplay. I want to see guys jumping over cars and shit.
Right.
I don't know, but it's the Expendables movies. That's the thing. It's almost all gunplay or a guy throwing a knife.
So where were we, man? Oh, Terry Hatcher.
Yeah.
So the Cash goes to the bar. I thought that the instructions were, if anything goes wrong, go to that bar and ask for the girl. But Cash just goes there, and he starts asking around for the girl. The girl is, of course, Terry Hatcher, but nobody knows her by that name. And she does this awesome striptease with drums.
Man, it's so. If you want to get a quick main line right in the arm of the '80s, that this scene of her playing the electro drums and her weird little '80s mannerisms and poses where she jerks her head around a lot, and like she's beating on these drums all tribal like, and I don't know, she's got that '80s thing where she's got the tight weird clothes with leopard print and shit like that, and sequins and big giant teased hair and no breasts. That seems to be the thing about the '80s.
Yeah,
no boobs, big hair.
I don't know. I thought I saw some boobs.
There might have been like one. Like 3 Terry Crews boobs are needed to make one Terry Crews boob. I mixed my Terrys. Sorry. How cool would this scene have been if Terry Crews was Tango's like son or boyfriend or something, and he's doing the drum strip?
I was on board with the Terry Crews thing. I was wondering where it was going to go. It takes 3 Terry Crews boobs.
It takes 3 Terry Hatchet boobs to make one Terry Crews boob.
Right. So she hears that Cash is asking around for this chick and says, "Come with me." Tango's the only person that knows me by that name. Takes him into the back room. There's a bunch of naked strippers, and they're all like, "Ooh la la," and he's all, "Ooh la la," and then. Is it the cops that arrive, or is it the bad guys, or
the cops? I think.
Yeah, there's some. Oh yeah, the cops are in there looking for everybody, and he's trapped. He's trapped with the naked strippers. What's he gonna do? Shit, Robin. Yeah. What happens next?
Oh man, he's trying to figure out what to do, and then he sees this gay dude walk up next to him in like the motorcycle chaps outfit to strip, and he's just like, "What size are you?" And then they make out passionately on this red velvet couch dotted in gumdrops and jizz. And no, so he goes, "What size are you?" to this guy, and the guy kind of looks at him, and then we cut to the alley behind the bar, the seedy alley, which I'm pretty sure is where Christopher Lambert and the Kurgan fought once. But we're in the seedy alley, and there's these dopey, nerdy cops that are out there, and we see a motorcycle person come out of a bar wearing the motorcycle outfit, and they're like, "Hold it right there," blah, 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 and they take the helmet off, and it's Terry Hatchett's character, named Sunshine, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Right.
And she's just like, "You got a problem?" And they're just like, "Hey, yeah, you're beautiful." And she's like, "Eat it," and she kind of moves on. Those aren't the exact lines, but it's that kind of a scene. And then she goes and gets on the motorcycle, and then she yells back, "You coming, babe?" And then, like, her woman comes out, and it's Kurt Russell in a wig with, like, a dress on and a miniskirt and, like, fishnet stockings and lipstick, and he starts immediately playing the role by, like, teasing the male cops, like, "Oh, hi," and like, doing, like, looks and staring lustily at the officers instead of, like, kind of trying to cover his face and get the fuck out of there quickly before the disguise runs off. But
it's pretty stereotypical 80s drag humor, which,
yeah.
It's not exactly funny, but it's not exactly terrible either.
Yeah, it's like I could have gone this whole movie without seeing that. Then again, I could see it another time if they put it in. Like, I'm fine with it. It's there.
One other scene that we glossed over was at some point Cash stops and picks up a bunch of guns from that squished up dude.
Owen.
Yeah, he's the guy from Bonnie and Clyde. He's got that squished up face. And,
I remember him from Blue Velvet. I haven't seen Bonnie and Clyde.
Who'd he play in Blue Velvet?
He was one of the little skeevy dudes. I think he only has like one line.
Oh, okay.
One of Dennis Hopper's gang. I think.
Yeah. He's okay. I know. Yeah.
Here's some guns, Cash.
It's not important to the movie. I don't know why I felt the need to go back to that. I mean, he is the one who gives them the SUV later, but
he still feels totally shoehorned in. Like he just. It's like they decided towards the end they wanted to do a James Bond flick, and he's basically Q.
So Terry Hatcher and fucking Cash and Drag go back to her place. And,
Cash Drag.
And she starts giving him a back massage, and they're just borderline fucking.
I love it when movies do this. It's kind of an Austin Powers moment. We're like, they're just like doing a massage. She's sitting on his ass.
Yeah.
He's face down on a couch. She's rubbing his shoulders. And I don't know any human being who wouldn't notice this. But when she's doing it, she's like, "Oh, okay. Is it in? Is it in? Oh, I almost got it. Just a little harder. Just a little harder." And it's just like, I think any normal human giving a massage to someone, if they were to hear those words coming out of their mouth, they'd be like, "Oh, God, it sounds like we're fucking."
Yep.
It's so obvious.
Yeah, and she's saying it in a totally orgasmic way also.
Uh-huh. I love massaging you.
Yeah, he says something about I think I have a slip disc, and she says, "Well, we're going to have to do our best to slip it back in." Wah, wah, wah. And then 10 minutes later, she is riding his back, saying, "Yeah, slip it in." And
we're going to fix you up.
Yeah, right. And
it's so good.
Yeah, and at that point, Tango shows up and is like livid because he's like, the audience is supposed to think, he's jealous, but really we find out she's his sister.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
What are you doing with my sister?
Yeah, right. Through hilarious circumstances, Tango, Cash, Terry Hatcher, and the police sergeant dude are all, end up out on the lawn together.
The police chief guy shows up at the back door and just starts walking in.
Yeah.
And then Tango goes, "What the hell?" And he goes running out there, and he dives through the door and tackles the police chief. The door gets shattered into a million pieces. We cut to Tango's face going, and then we cut back to the door, and it's completely all together, no damage done to it. On top of the police chief, And the police chief goes, "This how you screen all your guests?" Because it's a screen door.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And it's one of those lines where you're like, "Oh, that's the Limburger in this film."
Yep.
Like, I just love the fact that there's that horrible fucking error where like the door is smashed. We see it clearly, and suddenly it's not. You know.
That is this how you screen all your guests? Seems to me like they had the punchline and then had to write the scene around it.
Yeah.
So the police chief essentially says, "Well, all the bad guys are in this one place. Why don't you go there?" And and Tango and Cash both say, "Yeah, that sounds like a good idea."
You need to go to Bad Guy Warehouse.
Yeah, right.
It's on Fifth.
There's a couple of like "stay away from my sister" type of lines, and Cash says, "I don't. As soon as you turn your back, I am gonna fuck your sister."
Yeah, that's basically exactly what he said. He never bothers to ask her about it.
Yeah, right.
He's just like, "I'm going to date her, and we're gonna bump uglies." You know.
There are at least 2 or 3 points in this movie where there's like a high five interruptus, where they where they go to high five and then they have to stop and something happens. And keep that in mind for the end of the movie, everyone.
Oh, it's so good.
They get the RV from hell from the dude from Bonnie and Clyde, which it looks like a fucking G.I. Joe toy.
It's just a prototype. Now, you can't take this, Gabe.
Yeah.
And then they take it.
And there's like, it's just this object fetishism, like boys in cars type of bullshit.
With guns.
Yeah, they just they rattle off like what this car has and why this car is so awesome. And I myself am not a car guy, so I was like, just my eyes were completely glazed over, thinking, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, I kept waiting for Tango to go, "Now, does this have an overhead cam?" And then Owen to go, "It doesn't have an overhead cam." It does not. I'm sorry. It does have anti-lock brakes, however.
That'd be great. If Owen had like a little bit more of a character or something, I might have been a little bit more invested.
Yeah, or just some little details he could say. It doesn't have seatbelts. I couldn't put them in. It does have power steering.
Right.
So good.
The very next scene is them driving in the RV from hell, and it's like an overhead shot, and through this there's voiceover telling us that one of the characters says, "This is where we're going because the bad guys are over there."
Yeah.
It's completely useless and makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like they cut a half hour of footage and said, "Fuck it, just cut to this and we'll have a voiceover explain it in one sentence."
Yeah, right.
Now we're here.
And then the note I have for the next scene is just exploding.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's nothing but exploding for the next 10 minutes of this movie.
They get to this warehouse, and instead of using their assault vehicle to assault the compound and get into the warehouse, they have a crash up derby with a shitload of road warrior vehicles and tractors and work vehicles and utility tractors and shit. And it's kind of weird because you start to wonder, what the fuck business does the bad guy have? What is this business?
Right.
It seems like he deals exclusively in missile-mounted bulldozers. I don't understand. And why does he have a fleet of them? And it happens so quickly. They're obviously all in these vehicles waiting. Mm-hmm. So day and night, this crazy Jack Palance loco motherfucker has a crew of 20 individuals in powered-up, souped-up gun vehicles in the front yard of his warehouse, just waiting for a Tango and Cash to show up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he knows that they're out there.
Yeah, leaving him alone so he can huff his mice and convolutedly plan things and write poetry about buffaloes.
They're in the RV, and Cash says, "I've got good news and bad news." And Tango says, "What's the bad news?" And he says, "We're almost out of gas." And he says, "Okay, well, what's the good news?" And he says, "Well, we're almost out of gas." And it's a poorly written joke. I rewrote this joke.
Okay.
It's, "Robin, I have good news and I have bad news."
What's the bad news?
"We're almost out of gas."
What's the good news?
we're not out of gas yet.
There you go. That's nice and clean.
Yeah.
You get an A+.
So when they digitally remaster this movie and go back and clean it up George Lucas style, I'm giving that to the studio. They can plug that in.
They can just change it.
Yeah, they don't even have to send me a check. So the RV from hell gets blown up and crushed and just turned to shit. Tango and Cash each end up riding a tractor to the warehouse. They assault the warehouse and they do battle with all of Jack Palance's generals.
Pretty much, yeah.
James Hong gets shot. Gul Dukat gets shot. Brian James ends up in a fist fight with Cash while Tango is, I don't know, beating his dick up or something.
Yeah, he's beating up somebody.
Yeah, and so everyone gets killed, and Jack Palance, like the Terry Hatcher's there because they kidnapped Terry Hatcher, of course.
Yeah.
Brian James holds her hostage for a little while. Then Jack Palance holds her hostage for a little while. Jack Palance is in a Enter the Dragon type scenario with mirrors all around, holding a gun to
so stupid.
Terry Hatcher's head, and they both agree that we're just gonna shoot him in the leg, right? We're not gonna kill him, and they both say, yeah, okay, we'll do that, and then they both shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
The end.
Through the mirror.
Yeah.
It seems like, Terry Hatchett's sole role in this movie is to be possessed in myriad ways by various men.
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah.
She gets taken physically as hostage by this guy, then this guy. She gets ogled into strip clubs. She performs for the horny penis men.
Yeah.
And then she's going to be made love to by Cash after massaging him. And,
yeah. Well, it's a
like
Stallone movie, man. That's like, I think, other than Adrian in Rocky 1, there has never been a woman in a Stallone movie that hasn't just been, just a piece of meat.
Yeah, pretty much. Jack Palance is also a piece of meat in this movie. What they did to him is awful.
Yeah, right. All he wanted to do was sit at home and suck on his rats. So they gather Terry Hatcher up. They go running out of the warehouse. The warehouse explodes for some reason.
Well, it looks like there's a lot of new pollution in the sky tonight, and they call it Perret.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just worried about you.
Oh, thanks. I'm probably gonna lose my arm on account of saving him.
Catherine, come on, it's a scratch. Cash, you got sloppy, and you stumbled.
Sloppy? Tango, I took that hit for you. I can't believe after all I've done for you, you're still ungrateful.
Done for me?
Yeah.
Guys, this is no time to argue.
Catherine, he just can't accept it. He's a number 2 cop in L.A. It's just very hard for him to handle.
Yeah, dream on, Bullwinkle. Look, you got your version. I got the truth.
Why don't you just admit it, that you guys work well together?
Oh, yeah. Well, no matter what you say, Ray, I've at least earned the right to date your sister.
Over my dead body.
Deal?
And so the three of them are all like laying in a ditch together, and Cash says, I am gonna fuck your sister. And then they high five! Music swells. Oh, it's so good.
It ends with a high five. It doesn't get any more fucking 80s than that.
Yeah, I know.
If only it had bad aerobics music afterwards. Only way it could have been more 80s.
I wrote here, most embarrassing end to any movie?
Yeah. I think every movie should end that way.
Right.
Like every single movie. The Matrix. Instead of him, sacrificing for his life, he beats up the robots, goes down, sees Morpheus. Morpheus approaches and just goes, Neo. And then Neo's like, Morpheus. And then high five credits. Every movie.
So, right after the high five and the music comes on, it's like, yeah, we're the end of the movie. Underneath the credits is it's a still shot of a paper, and they're high-fiving, and it says headline is like, Tango and Cash, get it on, Cash fucks Tango's sister, or something. And then the two columns underneath on the paper, the headlines are for children who dress for success, and then the other one is ask not what the critics say.
Wow.
It's like they were just heading that off at the pass, I guess.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty smart, actually. I kind of like that they snuck that in.
Right. So, would you recommend that people watch this movie?
Fuck yes, I would. I recommend everyone watch this movie right now.
Yeah.
They come into my place, they steal all my drugs. If it's not Tango, it's Cash. If it's not Cash, it's Tango.
I was wondering if you were gonna get that out at any point.
It's stuck in my head. I have so many lines from this movie stuck in my head since junior high.
I love that this is a Robin movie.
It's totally a Robin movie, in a bad way, but a worthwhile way.
Yeah, no, I mean we've known each other for so long that usually it's just movies that we all love,
Yeah.
And it's very rarely when it's like one specific movie can be like pinpointed to like, oh, that's a Robin movie.
That's him,
That is that dude's thing.